Right guys, welcome back. So today, I hope you can hear me alright. Today I was going to do a wet ride stroke braking, emergency braking in the wet. Now it's a pretty dismal, damp day here in Southport. It's been raining sporadically on and off. It's just stopped raining at the minute. So I was trying to get the bike out while it was raining so you could see what it's like. Anyway, it's still very damp out here. So what's the like perform? What my thoughts nearly a week on after me holding the bike. So we'll go to our usual spot up at the back of the lifeboat centre there at the park and ride. And we'll take it from there. So let's see what you think. Right, so yeah, I've had it a week, and up to now I'm absolutely delighted with the bike. If I had any complaints about the bike, believe it or not, it's about the TFT screen in the sun. When the sun reflects on it, oh my god, I'm blind. It just reflects straight back into your face. It's horrific. You can't see the screen, and it just reflects straight back into you. It's very, very dazzling. Now I know you can buy these screen covers nowadays. You can even get a screen cover that should stop the reflectingness on the sorry, I'm just concentrating on this roundabout here because it's a very slippery roundabout, as you can see with these coaches and buses. They don't have, gets very slippery there in the wet. And obviously with this bike being still very new and the tyres aren't exactly scuffed up yet. I've only got, what, just over 100 and odd miles on it now. You can get a bit slippery on there, so it's just something to have to watch out for. Yeah, so anyway, it dazzles like mad. It does dazzle like mad when the sun reflects on there. So I'm going to have to look at trying to get one of them reflective screens put on and see if that's going to make any real difference. Hopefully it will. I'm just going to cut here, through here. So this is the park and ride I tell you about, guys, at the Southport Eco Centre. How you doing, pal? So it looks like it's that very fine rain at the minute, but it's still very, very damp here. So what is the bike like when it is on wet conditions? Well, they actually run on Benelli tyres, so I would hope in the wet that the grip is okay. It certainly seems to be. Certainly don't seem to have any issues in the wet. It's also very windy today. What I'll also do is just go down the coastal roads, which is just down there, and see what it's like. Before, when I was just stood stationary at a junction at traffic lights, I was in neutral. I had both feet on the ground, and I was doing this in the wind. And even now, if I just stand now, if I put this up, you might be able to hear the wind a bit more. It was very, very windy. You can see the trees, just how windy the trees are moving there. So yeah, but my thoughts to the bike, I'm absolutely loving it. Obviously, like I say, I'm going to have to take it easy a bit with the tyres, but what we'll do, we'll get the speed up. I'll do an emergency brake. Let's see if the ABS kicks in. If it doesn't, I'm on my arse, and I'm sure you'll all love to see that, me coming off the bike. That'll make your lives absolutely funny as hell, but it wouldn't make my day. It wouldn't be a fun day out for me. So anyway, let's give it a go, and let's hope to God I don't end up on my arse and off the bike. Okay, here we go. Whoa. I have to remember this is quite an heavy bike. And to get my foot down quick. But, yes, anyway. It did lock up. It didn't lock up, should I say. The ABS kicked in. There was no issues there whatsoever with the emergency braking. That's the first time I've really slammed the anchors on this big boy. I know a lot of you probably laugh at me when I say big boy because it's a Benelli 500 TRK. For me, it's a big boy because I've come from a very little bike, a Suzuki V-Strom 250. Very light, very small bike. And as I keep reminding you all, I do have balance problems. So this is a big adventure for me. And this is a big bike for me. So, yeah, let's have a smooth sound. Let's try the braking again. Little things again. So, turning circle. Okay, let's go with that. People often complain about the turning circle on this. Okay, so let's talk about that. Okay. So, oh, yep, fine. That was just two car parks there, two parking spaces there. So here's the first one, leave one, and the next one. Yeah, two parking spaces. Yeah, no issues with the turning circle there. Happy with that. So at low speeds, yes, we can turn quite well. No issues there whatsoever. Yep. So, am I happy with it at low speeds? Do I feel completely safe? Yes, I do. So with somebody that has only got sort of one balance organ in the head like I have, I'm 100% deaf in my right ear and my inner ear is being removed on my right side, hence why I have balance issues. But I've managed to do all the tests and pass and pass successfully at that. So, yeah. Right, in the wet, what's she like? Well, yeah, I mean, great. No issues there whatsoever. She grips well. Obviously, I wouldn't like to be going over grids and things in the wet, but you wouldn't do that on any bike. You'd avoid them. But yeah, let's try the brake test again. $40 miles an hour. Oh. Okay. So got it up to 40 miles an hour there. Slammed on the anchors, it stopped, thank God. And it did exactly what it said on the tin. Let's just move the bike over here, out of the way. Unclip myself. It's my airbag. Okay, so the Benelli TRK 500. Obviously now I've had it out in the wet, I'm going to have to give it a good bloody clean later. Yeah, things I do for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. Listen, I am one of these people, I mean, I haven't got the fancy editing skills and all that. I'm just a fella with a camera and a bike. And I'm giving you an honest input about the bike. So please, like, subscribe, you know, even share, just it helps with the algorithms. I haven't, like I say, I haven't got the fancy editing skills and all the fancy opening parts to YouTube. Fair play to the guys that do that, but I haven't got the skills to do that. Here I am with a camera and a bike, and I'm just giving you what my opinion is on it. So, right, the other thing I'm going to be looking at, I'm thinking, I don't know, see what you guys think. All the lights on this bike are LEDs, except for this H7 bulb. And you can quite clearly see the difference between the LED and the H7 bulb. I'm thinking of changing that bulb for an LED bulb. What do you think, lads? You know, write in the comments, tell me what you think. Do you think I should do it? Change the bulb for an LED one? If you do, I'll get one, get some money together, get it put in. I'll do a video of it and see what you think. Okay, you can see my spot lamps are in now, which are great. And as you know, I wired that all in to the connection behind here, and that's all fitted, and the switch is on here. As you can see, there's no separate switch on my handlebars for them fog lamps. It's all on here. So if I switch that off now, there you go, the LEDs are now off. As you can see, the fog lamps are off. If I switch it back on, as you can see, they're back on now. And that's all wired down. Obviously I've taken the power off. There's a 2-pin connector in there. I've connected it to that. I have done a little video on it. How I fitted it, the cables are fitted. And basically you put the switch cables together, believe it or not, to make it work, that's where the switch cable is there. Anyway, so if you want any info on that, let me know. I might do another video. I'm going to change this, I think. So this is just your standard USB port. I'm going to change that to a double port. Let's see how we go with that. Put a 5 volt one up on that. So I'll change that. I'll do a video on that as well. You can see the other extras I've already put on. I've done a video on the little extras that I've put on. But anyway, what do I think to a bike? Well, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm pleased to say the ABS did kick in there when I put the emergency stop on. No problem whatsoever. I'm just loving the bike, the way it rides at the minute. Forgive me for the way it's a bit dirty at the minute, but obviously I've been riding in the wet, so it's going to get a bit grimy. I will get that cleaned up. The way it's handling, I'm dead chuffed with it, the way it's handling. What I think I might do now, guys, is go down the coast road, because it's quite a windy day, as you can see with the trees here. You can see just how blowy it is. And I'm sorry if the mic's been picking up the wind. I do apologise about that. But I'm going to we'll talk on the bypass and see what it's like in the wind, because it is quite a heavy bike, and I am a shorty. I'm only about 5'8", I am, and I only weigh about just about 14 stone, or just under 14 stone. So we'll see what it's like in the wind. So we'll have a shoot down the bypass now, get the speed up a bit, and see how she behaves there. Like I say, if you've got any queries, questions, just put it in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, what your thoughts are. If there's anything you want me to try or do for you, or if you've got any questions about this Benelli TRK, I always answer everybody that writes any comments. I always do. I just think it's courtesy, and the advantage of having so little subscribers is I can do that. It's not like there's millions of you. So obviously that's not to say I don't want more subscribers, because I do. So crack on, subscribe, hit that like button. Right, let's take this Benelli down the coastal roads and get some speed up. Again, you've got some wind now, so I'm sorry about that. I'm going to put my visor down. Hopefully that should block out some of the wind. So yeah, like I say, I love everything about the bike. The issue I've got, the one and only issue at this stage of me owning the bike, is how much it reflects when the sun's behind you, and it reflects on there. It's quite dazzling, to say the least. It's quite dazzling, and it literally does glare your eyes, and you have to put your shades on and what have you. I'm dead happy the way the fog lamps look on it. Really happy. Now, this barrier should just go straight up for me, even though I cheated coming in. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't it great when a plan comes together? Says Hannibal. Right. You young lads won't know what I'm talking about when I say says Hannibal. Right. Comments below if you know what I'm talking about. You oldies will do. Right, okay. So those of you that know Southport, that's the fair over there. This isn't a 50 mile an hour area just down here, but it leads to one. So we'll be able to get our speeds up down there. So we're just going to go left here. Again, I'm sorry if there's any wind noise, but hopefully with my helmet down it should minimise that. So there's the oil rig over there. So yeah, it's quite a dim, damp, windy day today. It's not the cheeriest of days, let's be honest. Typically, as you can see in Southport, the tide's always in. Not. Tide's always out in Southport. You always have to go for a really long hike if you want to try and get to the sea. Not that I'd advise it in this weather, but there you go, people do. So we're just going to come now to this roundabout, and this opens up to the 50 mile an hour earlier, so we'll give it a blast down there. You know, I love the suspension on this. You know, compared to, I keep comparing it to what I'm used to riding. I'm doing over 50 there. Look, I'm on 50. I just took it up into 6th gear just to cruise down. You know, I'm only doing 4,000 RPM at 48 miles an hour. Even if I drop it into 5th, I'm doing what, 4,500 RPM. So, I mean, there's plenty of juice there to get up and go. Going back to the winds, yes, I can feel the wind. I know you can get bigger screens for this, but the buffering's more to do. It's covering it quite well, to be fair. I'm getting battered from the sides here. You've got these little side shields here, and I think they do an amazing job, to be fair, deflecting the wind. So comfortably wise, yeah, actually, I don't feel like I'm being thrown all over the place. If the wind was coming from the side, maybe a bit more, yeah, but certainly from the front and the winds, I'm feeling quite comfortable, quite relaxed here. I'm not feeling worried about the wind in any way whatsoever. Let's see what happens on the way back. So yeah, wind test, thumbs up, yeah, happy with that. And overall, how the bike is performing in the wet, I'm more than happy, yeah. It's grips well, I've got no worries about going around the corners. It's handled really well. Okay guys, well I think I'll probably just wrap this up now. So like I say, if you've got any queries or questions about this Benelli, I've only just owned this now over a week and I absolutely love it. So if you've got any, I know there's a lot of Indian YouTubers out there on the Benellis, but from a UK point of view, as an owner, I'm going to regularly do videos on the bike. So if there's something that you want me to cover, like I say, just drop a little note in the comments there and let me know if there's something that you specifically want me to cover. I'm trying to get out in all conditions, really, to show you what the bike's like in all conditions. So we've done the sun, we've done the wind, we've done the rain. I ain't coming out in the snow, you can forget that. So yeah, I'll call it a day. I'll get this uploaded later, and it was good sharing this video with you all. God bless you all, and be safe, ride safe, and enjoy yourselves. Bye for now. God bless. Bye.